Okay, guys. Now, I'm from the baby boomer generation. Okay, so I've been around a little while. So I grew up seeing different things. Like there was that whole reverse prejudice thing going on. And let me qualify this first. I mean, there's no like negative prejudice in what I'm about to say. Okay. If you read any into it, that's about you. This is not about me. Uh, I grew up in a black neighborhood. My first friends were black. I mean, I thought I was black. I didn't know any better. I was a little kid, So whenever I see a black person, um, because of my early programming in that way, I get a sense of home and family. So I grew up seeing reverse prejudice in relation to. I'm also half Spanish, okay? So I'm a lot of different things that have prejudice in relation to the, you know. So I've been growing up. I've been hit from all sides. So I'm, anyway, we won't go into all that. I grew up seeing reverse prejudice like happening. Like if I wrote on a job application that I was Spanish, I could potentially. I mean, so one of my quote unquote white friends told me, because I didn't know the difference, man. Because I didn't grow up in the Spanish culture or anything. As far as I was concerned, I was just plain just white American. But I had some friends tell me, man, you're Spanish. Put that on your application. It's going to matter. You'll get the job over other people. That whole reverse prejudice thing. And I just never actually bothered doing it because it didn't really click in my head to. In my head, I was just like a white guy, white American, whatever. Um, so I saw that in relation to black and Spanish and just other things because like over the years there would be like new favorite things that would get somebody in if you were to a better job or training possibility whatever than others new favorite things like for the government or whatever. And so the reverse prejudice thing didn't really bother me. I didn't really feel affected by it, but I noticed it, and it didn't like make a whole lot of sense to me. It's like if if this person and this person are not equally qualified, if this person is better qualified for the position, in my book, this person should get it. But if this person gets it just because they're a woman or black or Hispanic or whatever the favorite is um, those days, then that doesn't make sense to me. To me, the whole thing is the better qualified person gets the job, okay? That, and only that makes sense. Male, female, gay, not gay, it doesn't matter. Now, also, I'm going to touch on some of that too. Uh, I've had lots of gay friends over the years. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I mean, my circuits don't fire that way, but it never stopped me from being friends. Friends are friends, man. And like if a person's going to be all like negative about somebody just because of their sexual preference, it's like, whoa, what? Well, that's part of their programming. They grew up in a household or whatever where that was the thing to be negative about that. Whatever influences helped to shape that. Okay, so here we are, 2023. I've seen a lifetime or a good part of a lifetime of negative prejudice in operation kind of thing. And I've also seen the downfall and undermining of the United States American school system. What? Okay, so once again, I'm all over the place here, but I'm in a hurry. I got like 12 things going on at once. Um, okay, so I've had lots of gay friends over the years, kind of thing. Once again, that reverse prejudice thing going on. When I was a kid, I read a book called Clockwork Orange. and I liked it. I forget who writes it now. That was a long time ago, but I liked it. So I looked up the author, because back then we read books. I looked up the author and I wanted to read more by the guy. Now, he wrote a book called The Wanting Seed. The Wanting Seed. The, T-H-E, Wanting, Wanting, Seed, S-E-E-D. Look up Clockwork Orange and find the author if you want to find the book. It's probably still available on Amazon. Well, it was a long time ago that I read it. I did like it. I thought it was interesting. Um, it was about a futuristic society where gay people had priority in gaining political positions and positions of authority, all that stuff, over non-gay people. So what would happen is you would have people that were straight acting gay because they wanted those positions. A politician's a politician. He or she just wants the power, for their own, perhaps diabolical, twisted, malprogrammed reasons, right? And so in the book, politicians were, anybody in power was either gay or pretended to be gay. And it was a real solid thing. It's like, don't get caught pretending. You just make sure everybody believes it. Okay. And the police wore black lipstick. And interestingly enough, there was cannibalism in this story. And police meat was considered to be extra tasty for some reason. you know. Hey, I didn't write the book. I'm just telling you. The one thing, Steve, interestingly enough, in its way, is a portrayal of present day U.S. Okay, present day U.S. This is not by accident. This is not. And give me a thumbs up or a like, or if you hate what I'm saying, go ahead and put your comment in there. Because this is the kind of thing I've been telling myself maybe I shouldn't even post or talk about because of the times we live in. But I just got to say, come on, man. Okay, this is not by accident. It is not. It's not even debatable. If you think whether or not the downfall of the U.S. is a controversial topic that is like conspiracy theory. And what was that? Conspiracy theory was actually a term created by the CIA or something to like, give it a feeling of oh, conspiracy theory. Must be something loose there, something screw loose in that person thinking things like that. Just to discredit all that stuff, right? Um, so anyway, yeah, it started a long, long time ago, and I guess what prompts me in a way to talk about it now is this is July 5th. For years now, when I was a kid, I loved Fourth of July. You know, I've gone through my own learning experiences and all that, and I love the Fourth of July. But now I see it more as a kind of a bad joke. People are celebrating something that isn't even real. Well, but that's a whole other topic. And along with the whole politics of my team against your team, and then behind the curtains, they're all working for the same people anyway. Um, yeah, so maybe I'm rambling a little bit here, but I did want to kind of spit some of this out and say, yeah, it's not by accident. This is all by design. And the term going around now is the emasculation of the American male. Come on, guys. That's a real thing. Don't drink the water, man. I'm telling you, don't drink the water. I don't know what else is going on. There's the bad food, there's the chemicals that are allowed through corporate and political greed in our food system that are banned in other countries. Come on. And on a level of where the U.S. Ranks scholastically when they compare worldwide scores, it's like, I don't know where we were maybe 50 years ago, okay? I don't have that data in front of me, and I didn't bother looking it up. But, the high is maybe like here for some other country because it's not this one. And we're like kind of off the map. I mean, yeah, we there's a number in relation to it, but it's a pathetically poor number. And well, some of you have heard the word before. Dumbed down. A dumbed down population is easier to control. A sick population is easier to control. And I'm being paged, and I gotta go. If you like what I've said, give me a thumbs up. Give me some good feedback, and perhaps I'll even post more. Like I said, I was feeling a bit hesitant to say anything because I mean, we're living in a world right now in this country where everything we do is under a microscope. People that we wouldn't really want looking at us in the first place. Okay. I'm being paged. I gotta go. Oh, thanks for listening. You've been a great audience. Please remember to tip your waiters.